Before Julian Edelman was on his way to Super Bowl 53 with the New England Patriots. Before Julian Edelman amassed a giant social media following, including 1.3 million on Twitter and 1.9 million on Instagram at the time of this recording. Before Julian Edelman was telling hilarious jokes on Jimmy Fallon.
It was probably like 70% luck.
Before Julian Edelman stopped a potential school shooting.
One of Edelman's followers sent him this alarming direct message. Dude, there is a kid in your comment section, says he's going to shoot up a school. I think you should alert the authority.
Julian Edelman is a wide receiver for the team you love to hate, the New England Patriots. Please don't unsubscribe. Seriously. Now at 32 years old, he has watched the Pats win the Super Bowl 2 separate times after joining the team in 2009. While Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski are the celebrities most associated with the polarizing team from the Northeast, Julian has surely done well for himself on social media and with romance. Julian has been in a relationship with Brazilian model Adriana Lima, as well as Swedish model Elle Rose, with whom, well, he has a daughter. Despite a few bumps in the road, including a 4-game suspension in the summer of 2018 for performance-enhancing drugs, Julian is certainly a worker. He credits all of this to his father, who would instill in him a hard work ethic while he was a child, something that would help him on the football field today. Today, his dedication and skill on the field has been lauded by teammates, including Mr. Tom Brady, who stated, "He's as mentally and physically tough as anyone who has ever played for the Patriots, and he always plays his best in the biggest games." What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Julian Edelman prior to fame, here for you, of course, and before they were famous. Now, like the rest of you, we're gearing up for Super Bowl 53, and what better way to prepare than talk about some of your favorite players? Well, in this particular case, you may have to be a Pats fan. Nevertheless, you requested this video. Now, we've done profiles on Todd Gurley, Colin Kaepernick, and good old Rob Gronkowski in the past. Be sure to check those out. Now, if there's an athlete you want us to cover that you think we should do, well, let us know in the comments down below. But for now, let's jump into Julian Edelman. Hey, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Boom! Julian Francis Edelman was born on May 22nd, 1986 in Redwood, California, a city in the San Francisco Bay Area. Now, the middle child of 3, Julian has an older brother named Jason and a younger sister named Nicole. Now, while he was raised Christian, his father is Jewish, and Julian himself strongly identifies with his Jewish heritage. After the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting, he showed solidarity by wearing an Israeli flag on his hat and by publicly stating, "I'm just letting the people out in Pittsburgh know I'm thinking about them, sending vibes in our prayers. I'm just letting them know I'm behind you and I'm supporting you." Julian's mom, Angela, was a stay-at-home mom during his childhood, while his dad owned an auto body shop in town. Now, we're pretty sure that we found the shop on Yelp. It's called A1 Auto Tech, and it's located in Mountain View, California. Now, here Frank, he's praised for his amazing work on automobiles. One guy even said in a Yelp review, "Frank Edelman is brilliant and has surrounded himself with personable, brilliant people." He recalls his father waking up at 5 a.m. to go to work. After coming home from a long day at the shop, well, he would always have time to help coach Julian after school sports teams.
What we did is we just tried to be the best we could be at the given time and age that we were at.
He's gone on to talk about the tremendous influence Frank has had on his career. Now, his father, he grew up in a home with no male role model and didn't have anyone to guide him through life. And he certainly didn't want Julian to go through the same thing. Frank would show Julian tough love as he grew up, calling him names and pushing his buttons in order for him to develop thick skin. He would even throw balls at him during practice in order to get his guard up. Julian has even said that most of the kids on his teams, well, they would be afraid of Mr. Edelman. So much so that in this day and age, well, the cops would probably be called. He stated, "He was a huge influence on a lot of decision making in all aspects of football in my life. Not only did he help me with that, but he also coached me and taught me the fundamentals of football. He worked with me, put me through crazy little drills. It's a blessing to have a guy like that in my life." Julian had a lifelong love for sports, not just football, but soccer, baseball, and basketball as well. Now, Frank was with him all the way. Now, even when he was busy at work, his influence was still felt. His mom, Angela, used to look out the window of their Redwood home and watch her middle child dribble his basketball up the street. When she asked him why he was playing alone, well, Julian replied that his dad had told him to practice outside for a half an hour. While Frank ultimately did a good job raising Julian, the athlete-to-be couldn't help but inherit a little bit of that bad side from his dad. Julian can be seen around the neighborhood toting a BB gun and getting into fights with kids twice his size. Attending a private school, he once told one of his teachers to suck it. A gesture his dad Frank, well, he probably didn't appreciate. I wonder where he got that from, you know what I mean? Now, despite his love for various sports, he had a particular love for catching the old pigskin. A Bay Area native, he was naturally a fan of the San Francisco 49ers, more specifically Bill Walsh, who coached the team between the years of 79 to 88. During an interview, he was asked what coach he would like to have if he didn't play on Belichick's Patriots. Well, he stated, "I'll take that question and say through the history of the league, growing up in the Bay Area and learning the history of the game, seeing how Bill Walsh coached and how big of an innovator he was with the West Coast system, I think it would have been cool to play for Bill Walsh or someone like that because just as a childhood hero for me." Playing on the local Pop Warner team, his fellow players recall him being the most active and focused one on the squad.
He earned every minute that he played, and he was the hardest working kid on that team.
This was certainly the case. Now, Julian always showed up for practice and never missed a game. The only glaring issue that seemed to be in his way was his short stature, something he would grow insecure over as high school approached. Attending Woodside High, he eventually grew 8 inches and gained a whopping 60 pounds. This proved to be helpful on the field. Now, Julian played football for the Wildcats and ended up rushing 2,237 yards by the end of his senior year. His jersey was number 1. After high school, he spent 1 season at the College of San Mateo and a year later at Kent State. Now, at this time, he played as a quarterback from 2006 to 2008. During his tenure at Kent, well, he rushed over 7,480 yards. In 2009, he was selected by the New England Patriots in the 7th round, and he was the 27th pick. As for the rest of the story, well, I guess you'll have to catch it on Super Bowl Sunday, or you know it, because this is before they were famous. Now, we actually have 2 more football-related videos we've picked for you guys. If you like this one, you'll probably like these, but they're on my second channel. So if you're over there, be sure to subscribe as well, and let us know who you want us to document in future videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.